Hello, beauties, and welcome to my Diva Dom. Welcome to the Fabs Beauty Diva Facebook page. Today's topic is camera ready makeup. And to help me deliver that message is Louise of Ellie Video Productions, and she is a video expert.
Hi, everybody.
So Louise, we are going to cheer to the
Awesome.
a glorious Sunday afternoon, and to all the beauties out there, remember, no matter what your beauty destination is, it is yours to define.
Yes, it is.
Super fabulous.
So what are we talking about today, you fabulous diva?
We are talking about camera ready makeup because we have gone virtual like at no other time before. Right, Louise?
Correct. I mean, everybody's meeting online now. And so, we want to look good. We want to show up. And when we show up, we want to look good.
We do. We want to, no matter what camera it is, right? Be a computer, Louise. And,
correct.
An iPhone.
Right? Android, whatever, and they all have their purpose. And today we have to use what we have at hand.
Yes. So to your flawless camera ready makeup look, we're going to talk about lighting. So Louise, let's talk about lighting for your Zoom conference call, your iPhone chat, and for a video like this.
Well, the most simplest way is to just find a window and let the natural light come in on your face to just light up your face some. But if you can't, or you want to give some more lighting, go ahead and invest in a ring light. They come in various sizes and various price points, but very easy to get.
Oh, so fabulous. So natural light loves the face, and then a ring light is really something we need to invest in.
Yes, I would.
Okay, so you can always get in touch with Ellie Video Productions, and we'll give you Louise's contact information, and you can inquire about equipment. So we've gone virtual. We have to look fabulous in front of the camera. So Louise's first piece of advice was coverage. So I already have foundation on, okay, and I used one of my most favorite brushes to apply my foundation. And this brush, I just love it. It's a stippling brush, and it really allows for a flawless finish or application.
It does. I used to use just the application triangles, the foam triangles. The sponges.
Louise is talking about this.
I do love the brush.
The stippling brush. Absolutely. And look
much better coverage.
Look for a brush with a birchwood handle and with double crimped ferrules. That is a good quality brush. So the camera loves coverage. So I have a thicker coverage to my foundation, right, Louise?
Yes.
Okay. I also went in and I highlighted underneath the eye. I put some lilac cover up for my freckles, and I also put a lighter concealer in these nasal folds here. And then for my highlighter underneath the eyes, I used a slightly darker shade up here and went up, and that would be from the pupil out, and a lighter shade from the corner to the pupil. Because the idea is that the finish didn't want to look like just a swoop. It definitely I wanted it to look more natural.
You want it to blend, and using the darker color on the outside helps hide those fine lines.
Aha. And did you say the word blend?
I did.
So we are going to blend to the end, and that's what I did. So no matter what blender brush or tool that you use, I love these. And so I just blended and blended and blended and blended in a circular motion. This brush has these little fine hairs, are so soft, and it allow you to achieve an airbrushed finish, definitely on a budget, right? And then went into the smaller areas with this smaller brush. You could use a beauty blender, whatever works for you. Right, Louise?
Yep.
Okay, super fabulous. So foundation is on. Now, Louise's tip also was to continue foundation, right?
Down through the neck and across your chest area, or as you call it,
The décolleté.
The décolleté.
It's so beautiful and so feminine, and we love collarbones. But today I have to admit, I was a bit red on the décolleté. So that was my best French. So what I did was I used a powder foundation. Okay, I used kind of that, right? And
These finish, is that a powder foundation?
It is.
Okay.
This is a powder foundation. It's not a setting powder.
Okay.
And then I took my kabuki brush and I did go underneath here and just kind of just finish my foundation down.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do it every time I go on camera.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. So next we're going to talk about, so I already did my eyes. Okay. And I'll show you the palette that I used. So we'll start with brows. Okay. I use a sculpted brow pencil and then a brow gel to keep them, to tame my eyebrows, right? So we don't want anything distracting on camera, right, Louise?
Correct. Because if you have something out of place, you're going to look at it and it's going to bother you. Somebody else may not notice it, but it will bother you. And I'm just going to say one tip about all of this is look into the video camera of your camera and check yourself out before you go on camera. Because people don't like this distraction when you're going like this.
Yeah, make sure you don't have flyaways, like Louise's advice as well. Just because you touched upon hair is that, I sprayed my hair just to make sure we didn't have hairs sticking up. And we did take pictures before we began the video.
We did.
Right? So we could see, is the lighting looking good?
And is our makeup blended?
Blended. We're going to blend to the end.
We're going to blend to the end and we're going to keep reinforcing that to the end.
All throughout. So this is the lovely, it's a summer eyeshadow palette that I used. I used a matte shadow stick, and you can see that is matte.
These matte shadow sticks are fabulous.
Awesome, awesome. And because
they really pop the eye, really make you look like you're more awake when you are on camera.
On camera. And eye popping is a good idea. So I went ahead and I used that as a base. I used this palette, and I use several colors in the palette. I started with this one and then went to this for the crease, and then this for part of the crease or from the pupil out to the corner, and I brought it up. And then I went back with this luminescent little eyeshadow yumminess, and I put it, Louise, in here.
Show us how you do.
In the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we may have to go back and refine that. Then I took this brush and I just blended. It was looking a little bit violet, so I went back with this color. Just kind of toned down some of the violet in that crease area.
And then blend.
And blend again. We're going to blend it to the end. And then Louise's pro tip was you have got to line, right?
Line your eyes. If you can. If you have allergies or something, or some people who wear glasses just can't see. But it does between your eyeliner and your mascara, it helps frame your eyes.
Fantastic. So I did use this. This is Cocoa Bean, just a nice color, and it is an age-defying liner, so it goes on very, very smoothly.
Yes, because as we get older, we get more fine lines, and they do show up.
They do, but beauty is an ageless proposition, right, Louise?
Exactly.
So, with the right tools and with healthy skin, you just define your own beauty. You can wear as much makeup as you'd like, or as little. Yep. Okay, so blended to the end, and then we were going to move on to.
Were you going to put any mascara on?
Yes, I was going to put mascara on. So here I go. And your pro tip for mascara. Now I'm going to shout out this Wicked Lash Mascara by Merle Norman. And I was going to reach for brown, but Louise's pro tip was?
I do like to use black when I'm going on camera because it just pops the lashes off away from the eyeshadow. And it just gives a more framed look to your eye.
And then I did use I used an eyelash curler, and I did curl my lashes to try to give them as much lift as possible.
Yes.
And what I would love to do is to go back and put multiple coats on. You can also use a primer, right, Louise?
Yes, you can use a primer, and the primers are good when you're doing the curl
When you're
section.
curling your lashes, yeah. So this way,
because we want to keep because we want to keep our lashes healthy.
Yes.
You know, you want to condition them and, you know, just take good care of them.
Absolutely, because healthy skin and healthy lashes is the first step in flawless makeup. Okay, so black mascara. Okay, with black mascara on board, right? The next pro tip, I call it a highlighter for my eyes. When I'm especially tired, it really takes the red out. So I have an eyeliner, and this is in a nude beige color. Okay, and it is waterproof because when you're going to use it on the water line, right, we want it to have staying power and it lasts 24 hours. Now that is in a nude beige color.
So that just gives you like a nice skin tone look, but it also helps alleviate, if you have tired red eyes, it helps take a lot of that red down.
Yeah, bye-bye redness, right? And then I also have an eyeliner in white.
And that helps like really pop your eyes.
Yes.
It helps perk them up.
Yeah.
So put it a little bit on, Darla, so that they can see the difference, because you will see a difference when she does this of how brighter her eyes look.
Right.
And you just, like she's doing, you just pull that down and just put it on the outer edge
of that waterline.
And boom.
Boom. Ta-da. Fabulous. We love that. And then, just for fun and visual interest, right, I'm going to use the beige eyeliner. Now, where should I use this, Louise?
You can use it again, like right here.
On the inner corner?
On the inner corner.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit, like just on the bridge of your nose. Oh, like right in here. And then it's a total preference. You can go like up over your eyeliner and go from like the corner of your eye up over your eyeliner and then do a nice blend. You don't have to really blend it, but it should cream right on and do a nice finish right over your eyeliner.
Okay, so let's get back to the bridge. So you want up in here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. So yeah, so you put it there, and it just gives a little bit more awakening of your eyes.
Opening
of
the eyes.
Yes.
Fabulous. Okay, we love that. And is it blended enough? Do I need to go back in with my sponge?
I do. Okay. Some people don't, but I do.
Well, I know one thing that Louise pointed out, and her pro tip for me was, you know, she sees a lot of Facebook Lives and where someone's demonstrating makeup and you can see their highlight attempt there and it's not blended. So we want it blended.
It glows.
Yeah, it sure does, you know, and so we applaud you divas for using, you know, your knowledge.
So so what are we doing next?
So with this lovely brush, it's angled, as you can see, it's the perfect tool. I'm going to go ahead. I'm using a matte like bronzing powder to create my contour.
Okay.
Okay.
So what the camera is not picking up is Darla's dipping it in, and then she's swirling it in the brush.
And I'm swirling it and putting the product on the brush. There you can see it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So where do I start? Cheekbone.
Squeeze in. So you can find it, and then go along that line and up in here and hit into your hairline, so it all blends very well.
Okay. Fabulous. FF to the D.
And if you keep seeing me look down, it's because I'm watching Darla.
All right, I'm going to take a little bit more, and okay, have that on the brush again. All right.
And now she's going to hit the other side and do it again.
Oh, so.
And then when she's done here, she can strike underneath the chin a little bit and on the neck.
On the neck, okay.
Yeah. You know, I like to use it on my neck because it just helps with some thinning.
Yeah. And this is the darker matte shade of that bronzing powder.
Okay.
I want to get the hollow.
Okay.
Okay. And I definitely tapped this off because I like tapping it off because less is more. Because once it goes on, it's a little bit harder to blend if it's too severe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And those lines will show on camera.
Right. I don't
know with HD, everything shows.
Yeah. So I even did that just to see how much is product's coming off. Okay.
There you go.
So we're going to have an oh so fabulous contour. And because my face is more narrow and it's petite, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to come down too far.
No.
Okay. And again, tap it off and put it on my arm. And remember, divas, it's makeup.
So it's always removable.
Right.
Erase, erase, erase if you need to.
Right.
That's when it's nice to have little wipes or something nearby. Q-tips are your best friends.
They are. Did you say wipes?
I did say wipes.
I have those. Yes. One of the tools of the trade along with Q-tips. Okay. So here we go. So we'll do this. Okay, Louise. So I'm going to take your pro tip and I'm going to take the lighter of the two contouring powders and go underneath my jawline. So the pro tips stay they're always the same in terms of contouring. Correct. But to achieve a look, you could go dramatic or natural.
Or natural, yes. That's your choice. But it always is just going to make you look a little bit more refined on camera.
Fantastic. You know, and as women, and like the Fabs Beauty Diva always says, right? Define your own beauty.
Define your own beauty. Yes.
If you're a dramatic girl, be dramatic. If you're natural, be natural. But use the pro tips. So Louise, I'm blending to the end with my kabuki brush.
Yes, we want to blend to the end because we don't want any harsh lines.
Fabulous. So the camera will pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sure will.
So cheeks. Not those cheeks, but these cheeks, divas. Yeah. So
these right here.
Louise and I spoke before we decided to spend this Sunday afternoon together. And Louise pointed out that there are so many beauties out there that on camera, they don't have any cheeks.
No,
they're cheekless.
They're cheekless. You don't want to be cheekless.
So we're on a mission to fix that. So I'm using a matte blush in like a rose color and the same contoured brush. Okay. And right,
find the apple
of the cheek.
The apple of the cheek.
Okay.
And just pat it in there.
Right.
And this is just going to pronounce your cheeks a little bit more.
Make them pop out?
Yes, and give you some more color to your face.
Okay. All right. How is that looking? I think we've got some cheeks. They're looking oh so fabulous. Fantastic.
Yay.
Okay. So to complete our look, we are going to move to a finishing powder and then to lips. Right, Louise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have a finishing or setting powder that blurs fine lines, right? And will control shine in front of the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this face number 2 brush, and it's a very fine powder, and that's what you want, right, Louise?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this powder does work fabulous. It just like sets everything right up so that you have that airbrushed look without having to invest in the airbrush.
Fantastic.
So I really love this powder. I use it every time before I go on.
Before you go on camera.
Yeah.
Fabulous. There. Then the lips. All right. So now we're moving on to our lips. How luscious do you like your lips? Oh, so luscious. I'm in a pink mood today. I'm in vacation mode as well.
All right.
And I hope you are, divas, as well.
Yeah. So lips you can really have fun with because you can really express yourself, how you're feeling that day or your personality.
Oh, we love that, beauties. Express yourself. So this is a clear lip pencil that's going to prime the lips. So anything that I put on afterward is going to stay put, and it'll make it pop.
make it pop.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm just going to say I put on this lipstick at like 10:30 this morning.
That
And
is impressive.
Because I did the priming and everything, and I have my lipstick with me in case I needed some touch up, but I was happy with how the staying power was.
Fantastic. So I may need to shift to my own mirror to do my lips. But one thing I definitely want to use is a lip brush for sure. I love to line first, so I'm going to go ahead and use this yummy lip
she has
liner.
A pretty pink.
I know, it's so pretty in pink. So I'm going to steal this compact so I can get a real close-up look. And depending on my mood or your mood, divas, right? You can line a little bit outside, right, of the lips, or if you want a more plump look. I'm just going to go for a blend to the end look.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the reason you want to line your lips is it just helps define them, and it keeps a nice little, like when we were in kindergarten and you used to trace so that you didn't color outside the lines. It does help to know where to stop that lip coverage.
Okay.
So she's taking that around.
And I'll use a little bit more in the Cupid's bow. Where's the Cupid's bow, Louise?
Right here.
It is.
So we like to show that off.
We do. Oh, so
you want
pretty.
To look feminine, when you're on camera.
For sure. So what I'm going to do is, and you can see my pretty in pink lipstick color, and I'm going to dab my brush in there, and I'm going to apply, right? And build.
So we'll just watch Darla as she applies them. And again, she's blending.
I am. Yeah, so divas, no matter what lipstick mood you're in.
And the color that she's using is a nice matte finish.
It is. Now, Louise, do you recommend a matte or semi-matte finish for the lips in front of the camera?
I do, because you don't want to be sparkling too much, but it all depends on the look that you're going for. Like if you're doing a conference call for business or something like that, yes. But you might be in front of the camera and you're in a party mood, because this isn't just for professional. This is when you're doing your selfies and different things like that, and you just want to look your best. So then you could use your brighter
colors. Yeah, and for your virtual happy hours,
you can pop on some red.
Yeah.
And if that's your color, pop on some red and have some fun, and make your lips a little luscious with a little lip gloss.
With a little lip gloss or lip polish. So what I love about this brush, it really allows me tons of control. So my final lip application is like in the right place, right, Louise?
Look at how she's come alive.
Right.
By just adding some of these finite little tips that we've shown you. And her face is really colored up and really dazzling her.
Really popping.
Very dazzling her features.
Well, I'm thankful for all of the pro tips today. Louise, is my look ready for the camera?
It is. You're looking fabulous. And what do we say?
We say freaking fabulous. Beauty Diva.
Beauty Divas.
We do. So thank you so much, Divas, for joining us on this glorious Sunday afternoon. Just two things before we sign off.
It's Ellie Video Productions, and I'll put the address below here on the screen.
Fantastic. That is oh so easy. And remember, beauties, okay? Your beauty destination is yours to define. And today, what's in it for you is looking oh so fabulous in front of the camera.